Welcome, everybody, to Age of Radio, Mercury, your home for podcasting and pop culture news. We are live here at Tucson Comic Con, the very last day, and technically the very last interview, and I'm really excited about the interview that I'm going to do with Ravencraft cosplay, or as I should say, Deadpool Jack Sparrow is what it actually looks like. But again, this has been a fantastic time at Tucson Comic Con. We're coming up on the end. We've been live since the 29th, 30th, and 31st, and this thing is going to be shutting down here in about an hour and a half, and we have so much equipment to pick up. But before that happens, we're going to have this interview, and then we're going to do our final raffle, which is the Nintendo Switch 2, so make sure that you guys stay around to watch that live. And all of you that are in the audience, if you're not part of that raffle, head on over to the Geek Collective booth to my right, and you can sign up to win the Nintendo Switch 2, which we will be pulling here right after this interview. But I am here with Kyle, or also Ravencraft Cosplay. He's a 3D printer, a painter, and all-around prop wizard, turning raw fulfillment into show-stopping builds. He's also a co-founder of Arizona Cosplay, using cosplay to raise real-world support for local charities. Now, you were dressed as Deadpool Jack Sparrow. You want to do anything fun before? Actually, you know what? Show the banana gun with the mask on. Look at that banana gun. Did you just make the banana gun up to go along with the outfit? All right. Well, Kyle, let's kick into this interview. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I give a good place to start. Let's start with that. Let's start with that banana gun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, you made the banana gun.
Yeah, I made it for Phoenix Fan Fusion because they don't allow real gun props there.
Yeah. So just real quick, if anybody doesn't know, Jinx explained this. Phoenix Fan Fusion, they had an incident, I believe, back in 2017.
It was, yeah.
2017 involving the Green Power Ranger. And unfortunately, due to that event, they have prop checking, or really strict on props.
Yes.
The prop situation has changed. And so a lot of creators do interesting things, or creative things, I guess, like this. So that's where that came from.
Yes. So I normally carry it's a replica of a pirate gun.
Yeah.
And it's really realistic looking. We got it through the Renaissance Fair.
Nice.
And I just threw it on with this because I just happened to have it. And this kind of fits the same shape and everything, and it kind of just works.
Yeah.
And then I painted the banana peel gold because Deadpool.
Yeah, let's spend a little bit of time on this outfit. So you're technically Jack Sparrow, but you're also Deadpool.
Yes, I'm Johnny Depppool.
Johnny Depppool, as we would say.
Yeah.
So what was the I obviously can imagine what the inspiration was for it, but was it just like, hey, I want to do Jack Sparrow, and you were watching Deadpool or reading Deadpool, and you're like, oh, I should mix them together, or what? How did you come to it?
It's actually kind of a funny story.
Yeah.
We were all going to go as a group to the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, okay.
And we were thinking about doing superheroes. But then I found out it was Pirate Weekend. And I was like, how can I do that? And I had this mask. I have the full Deadpool suit that I bought from Pro Cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
It's my least favorite suit because it's the most uncomfortable and it's very hot. But I had this mask that I had 3D printed. And I was like, what if I just bought and glued a wig to it? And then I went further. What if I bought and glued a wig and a beard to it? And then I went the mustache.
Got
and I actually these remove, and you can change the the expression on him if I can get a hold of one of them. I will get a hold of one of them. There we go. He's actually removed, and you can change the expression on him. And you can actually look through that. That's super
really
visible.
Cool. That's awesome. Oh, yeah, that's super visible. Not like some of the stuff. So to that point, well, let's finish with this one. We'll talk a little bit about what you wore yesterday.
For sure.
So then did you make this, buy it, find stuff, throw it together?
So this is, if I can get this back on here.
Okay. Oh,
I don't know.
What? Hold on, you got.
It's the headset.
Yeah, it's the headset that's getting in the way.
Forget it.
Okay, are you sure? I can get.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, we can
it's
get
not
someone.
a big deal.
There's
I feel like
over
Iron Man over here.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's I know, right?
Yeah,
It's kind of.
I was like, you feel like that was anyway.
Now I feel like the mask, like the man from the Iron Mask.
Oh, the Iron Man. Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, so I bought the Jack Sparrow a cheap outfit because Deadpool would not spend money on something like this. He would be cheap. So I spent it on a cheap outfit, and I bought like a little spyglass and everything to go with it. And it's hilarious when you look through it with the eyes.
So do you do a lot? Do you try to like I know with cosplay, a lot of it is some of the acting that goes along with it.
Yeah.
But do you try to act as if you're Deadpool and Jack Sparrow?
I
There was a
actually
gentleman that was a Jack Sparrow, and he was
Yeah,
out here in the hall. And
I
he was
actually
doing
met up with him. He's Beetlejuice today.
Oh,
and he
yeah,
wanted-
I saw him.
me
I
and-
saw
me
him
and
today, yeah.
Me and him just had a conversation in the hallway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like the little bit of, I just go full on Jack Sparrow.
Nice. So we'll talk about the ease of sight. I know you were
Yeah.
the Lich King yesterday, or is that
Oh,
pronouncing
Lich
it?
King.
Lich King.
Lich King,
I
yeah.
always think of the spelling of it, and I'm like, I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying it
yeah.
wrong every time.
It's all
You
good.
were the Lich King yesterday.
Yeah.
You have to have a
And
handler.
that's
for,
from World of Warcraft, not
Yeah.
from Adventure Time. 'Cause
Correct.
Other
yeah.
people will
yeah.
get that
So
one
it's from
mixed
World
up.
of Warcraft,
Yeah.
the Lich King. That was what, the third expansion for World of Warcraft?
It was from the Wrath of the Lich King. I
think it might have been. Yeah,
think
it was early. It
I
wasn't.
don't want to get roasted.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was roasted.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
so
sure.
but with that one, you have Mary, who is your partner, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Danielle was handling me yesterday
Okay, got
from
it.
Husky Hubby Cosplay because Mary was up at our booth
Got it.
selling things and doing
But
a
you
wonderful job raising money.
You needed a handler for that.
Yes, I mean I could possibly get around on my own, but with the limited vision, I don't like people step on my cape or I'll jab them with the sides, and I don't like to have that happen.
Yeah.
So the handler does help a lot with that.
Now, you mentioned Arizona Cosplay.
Yeah.
You helped start Arizona Cosplay. We briefly touched
Yes.
on this, but I want to dive a little bit deeper into it. Last time we talked, as I mentioned on, I think it was Friday, that you were in a different cosplay group, or maybe it was yesterday. Were you here?
Yeah,
Was it yes?
no,
it was Friday. It was
It was
Friday.
Friday.
So you kind of like branched off from there and you started your own
Yeah.
cosplay group. What are there some things, tell me, are there some things that you're trying to do different in that group? I know
Yes.
it's not, it's not specific, like any people can do their own cosplay or whatever
Yes.
they want to cosplay, as long as, they're being kind and playing the character kind.
Yeah.
But can you talk to me a little bit about that group and then getting it started?
Okay, so within our group, we try to be very inclusive in cosplay. We have very few rules about what we will and won't accept. Like, there are certain heroes and villains who have hate symbols on their armor. We will not allow that.
Yep.
Because obviously, that should just be an obvious thing.
Correct. Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
even ask me.
Yeah, I always, sometimes when I'm
you know what
explaining
I
to
mean.
people for the podcast, I'm like, hey, I'm all about free speech, but I don't allow any hate speech.
Yeah,
If there's
no.
hate speech, you can go somewhere else.
Yep,
I'm not interested in
don't,
that.
Don't give them a
but-
platform to spread the hateful message.
Correct.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
continue.
And then it has to be something appropriate for children.
Got
You
it.
can wear like Raven from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
But I don't want the spandex pulled too close.
Got
to,
it. Yep. Yeah.
And we do stuff with kids. So wear some skin colored leggings or something like that. We deal with a lot of children. Same with guys. If they're wearing spandex, I request a dance belt because
Oh, got it. Yep.
obvious
Understand.
reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're very mindful of that, so it can be,
Yeah.
inclusive to all age groups.
Yes. We
Yeah.
want to be inclusive to all the age groups. We try to work with children primarily, but we work with special needs adults. We work with just regular adults just having fun and wanting to take a picture with us. More than welcome to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you mentioned that, I had never heard I've heard the term cosplay, but
Yeah.
yours is cosplay, like for
Yes.
a cause.
Yeah.
And that's a term in the cosplay community.
Yeah,
it sounds like.
it's a charity. Like any of the charity groups will know that term.
Yeah.
Because it's a really cute play on words,
Mhm.
and like I said, we will never take credit for coming up with it, but we do use it to inspire people.
Yeah.
And it tells people what we do right away.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So I think that Danielle was here earlier
Yeah.
with her husband. They were doing Peach and Bowser.
Yes.
And we were doing our Mario Kart showdown giveaway, which was really fun. I think the next time we do, we're gonna have to work out some of the kinks. I think Dustin got most of the tech kinks worked out. Now we have to work out some of playing the tournament kink portion of it.
Yeah.
So they were here and they had mentioned that you're doing charity. I think you're raising money for the Southern Arizona Food Bank.
Yes,
Yeah.
and Youth on Their Own, which
And-
is a great organization. Both of them are going to need help with the funding cuts and stuff that are happening right now.
Yeah, so can you tell me a little bit about, I guess for both of those charities, so the Southern Food Bank of Arizona, what is that? I'm assuming it's a food bank here in Southern Arizona.
Yeah, it's just the
yeah.
whole Southern Arizona shares the same idea of the food bank.
Yeah.
And, it's where people can go and get get some
food
food
that they
if like
need.
a box of food if they need it.
Yeah.
And we believe in supporting that because everybody should have the right to have food. It's a bare essential.
100%,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a bare essential need.
Yeah.
And Youth on Their Own, they're an organization who helps youth that are on their own. I mean, it's an obvious thing, but they are great. They work with I think primarily teenagers,
Okay.
but I think young adults as well.
Yeah.
And great organization. I hear all sorts of great
so
things
is it
about
to
them.
help them in just if they need help with like anything specific, like help specific?
I'm not sure on their specifics.
Got it.
But I know that one, it's the convention's charity
Got
of
it.
choice as well.
Okay, cool.
So we try to do whatever the convention
Okay,
is doing.
so for instance,
but-
if the convention is helping raise money for something,
Yeah.
then you'll kind of go along with that.
Yeah, as
specific
long as we
theme.
vet the charity as well. So
Yeah.
we know that Youth on Their Own, they don't make ridiculous amounts of money off of
Right.
their donations that they get, which is
Okay.
something we won't donate to certain organizations who do that.
Yeah.
Our general rule is if you make more than $140,000 off of running a charity, you're not going to get donated from us because
Got it.
we don't donate enough for it to be that impactful, and I don't do the work that I do to go into somebody's pocket, you know.
Correct. Yeah, no, that's
that's-
100%
yeah,
fair.
yeah.
I understand. That makes a lot of sense, and that's
Yeah.
very, I guess, has a good integrity with it and kind of like an honorable thing.
Yep.
So
and all charities have to post their
financials and
any
the raise-
501c3, which we're working on getting ours as well.
Well, that's awesome.
But for right now, all ours is posted on our Instagram.
So for all the money that gets raised, let's say
Yeah.
you made more than this. I'm just saying this is an easy number. So if you make like $20, someone gives $20, is all of that $20 then going to be going to the cause, or is some of it stored in the treasury of the nonprofit to help run it and to help get you guys to other places and to help grow the actual nonprofit?
Yeah, so that depends on the organization,
Yep.
obviously. But for us, if it's something I made, what we do is we take the baseline of what it costs me in materials, and we that's 20%, and the other 80%, which is what we charge over it, is what goes to the charity.
Got it. Okay.
Right now, we're playing with the idea of taking 30% towards us and 70% toward the charity, just so we can put that money towards getting our own 501c3. So we're
Got
an
it. 'Cause
official.
yeah, so you can get
Yeah.
all the
And then I can
paperwork
do
and
so
everything
much
set
more
up.
with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to move on a little bit. I saw a Facebook post from Tucson Comic Con. I think it was for this Tucson Comic Con. Sometimes when you see posts, I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah, it could
was
be
it
for
for an old
anyone.
Tucson Comic Con?
Yeah.
It could have been for last year. But they have a part where you donate stuff for their auction.
Yes.
Now, does the auction money, does that go to the charity of the choice?
It does go to the charity.
Got it. So that's how they kind of raise the money for the
Yes.
charity.
I don't know if they keep anything for running
Right,
the auction.
yeah, and I understand.
I don't get too involved
Yeah,
in that
no.
but I do donate to the auction.
Right, and so one of the things that I found that you donate was a 3D printed painted, a 3D, maybe it was a 3D printed sword. I want to talk
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
It was the Rebellion sword,
Yes.
and it was from Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
And so that's going into the charity auction. So can you tell me a little bit about the Rebellion sword in case other people don't know about it,
Yeah.
why you chose that piece, why you made it, and then was there any specific reason why you decided, or did you make it specifically for the auction? Tell me a little bit about that piece.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so that one's it's printed in 7 pieces, and I have to assemble it and put it all together.
Yep.
And then once I do that, I have to sand it all down and fill all the gaps and fill all the holes and everything, and try to make it, as pretty as possible.
Yeah.
That was made specifically for the auction. Also, the Ninja Turtle masks out there are also, I made those also, and those were made specifically for the auction as well.
Got it.
I mentioned those because next year I think I'm going to focus more towards helmets. Because
Okay.
last year I put out a Wolverine and Deadpool helmet, and they raised $300+.
Wow.
And this year the Ninja Turtles are doing much better than the Rebellion.
Yeah.
And I made a sword last year, and it didn't do well.
Okay.
I thought that this would be great because the show had just recently released.
Oh, right. So it might be that it's not doing well because maybe the people here maybe not know it as well enough,
Yeah.
or
well,
I think if you explain what it is, maybe
Yeah.
they would hear it, but
Yeah.
not like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, maybe.
Yeah, well, I talked to Sean, who runs the charity raffle, and he said that a lot of the problem is people don't have anywhere to put it. My wife will kill me if I buy
Oh,
that.
That's a good point.
But the
yeah.
turtle masks are small enough that they can be displayed easily.
Yeah.
Helmets are small enough that they can be displayed easily. So I think that's what I'll go toward next year, because I will be donating next year. I will be participating with them as I do every year because I believe in the cause.
Yeah, so that's really good. So something like that to get those made for the auction. How much time do you have to put into that to get it ready? I mean, you said you made those ones for the auction
Yeah.
themselves, so that means that you had to find out about what was going on, then you had to find out what you wanted to do, and then you actively took steps to give to the auction.
Yeah.
So tell me, like, how long does that process take?
So I knew the auction would be coming, so I had been bugging them a little bit about it.
Got it.
Both Sarah and Sean.
Yeah.
And I do try not to bug the event runners too much, but I wanted to be involved. So I got with them, and about a week later, I told them what I was thinking, and I sent them some pictures of like the idea, and they both said that they would be great. And then I started making the Rebellion. It took about a week in total, but not obviously solid. I do work a regular job too.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because, like, I mean, this sounds like a lot of like extra time that you're putting in, not only into the cosplay for like the COS play, like you building your cosplays, then you're putting in the extra time in for the cosplay for the causes, like your group, and on top of that, then you're also helping push into these other causes. Like, I mean, you must, tell me about tell me the drive that you have for that, because it sounds like this has become like a really purposeful mission for you. I want to dive a little bit deeper into that, because I know that in the past that we've talked, cosplay had really changed. I don't want to say changed your life, but there was a period where it was kind of like, you found out about cosplay, and I'm going to use purpose here, so I apologize if I don't mean if that's not the right word, but it almost like it gave you a purpose, and now you've added this other purposefulness to it because of the giving that you're able to do, being a part of the cosplay community. So tell me a little bit about that.
So that it just hits really deep for me, because I really want to make a difference in the world. I believe that we have too much negativity that goes around in our world. I won't get into reasons why, obviously. I'm a group leader, so I can't get into.
I understand, 100%.
But as far as all that goes, I just want to do something good.
Yeah.
And I've wanted to do something good, and I can donate some of my time to do that. And there's a reason I didn't have a new outfit for this. This is an old outfit, but I didn't have a new outfit for this convention because I spent the time that I would make them outfit personally on props for the booth and props for them to sell.
Yeah.
And I figured that was a better use of my time for this convention, because I don't need another outfit always.
That's awesome.
I do tend to make them. I try to come out with something new because it excites people, and that excitement, but I have to weigh that versus the ability to donate some money, which can sometimes go further.
Yeah.
It really depends on, because when you can spread that joy, it's such a feeling, that seeing the excitement on a kid's face and all that, it's priceless. But also I understand that if I donate $300, that could save somebody's life in certain situations too. So I do try.
That's awesome. I know that we're coming up close to kind of when I wanted the length. I'm going to go a little bit longer here because there are some other questions that I want. But to your point, Kyle, when you said about the touching the children, their hearts and their joy, and bringing that out of them. When we were doing the Mario Kart, I asked one of the children, Bear, I said, what's your favorite part about Tucson Comic Con? And he paused and he was like, doing this. So playing the Mario Kart and even not winning one of the prizes, it still became one of the, the most enjoyable parts of the entire convention. So I think that we end up making an impact when we do that giving, and that's wonderful to hear, Kyle, about your passion for that, and then giving up, putting others in ahead of yourselves by spending your own time doing the auction stuff rather than making your own cosplay.
Well, and Danielle is also going to start helping me make some of these things as well, so she'll be giving up some of her ability to do cosplays for them as well, and I can't appreciate that enough. They are wonderful people, and if you haven't plugged them recently, they're Husky Hubby on Instagram.
Husky Hubby on Instagram.
Y'all should follow them for sure.
Yeah, so I know that we're coming here to the end here. I just want a few more. So for people that are getting in the cosplay, you were a great craftsman when it comes to like building the weapons, building your cosplay, and craftsmanship and the I've seen going up on Cosplay Alley. I saw all of the weapons that were being made from the different video games. People putting their heart and soul into these things. What are some advice for new cosplayers as they're getting into not just the cosplay piece of it, but also for the outfit portion of it. But then also for like the prop portion of it.
Yeah. YouTube Academy is your favorite friend.
Yeah.
But I mean, use what you have. If you have to make it out of cardboard, it's pretty easily accessible. Foam is great. 3D printing is great. Just use what you have and work with what you have. It doesn't have to be perfect. And a lot of things people won't see.
Correct.
If it's close, it's usually good enough because people don't see the flaw. They see the character in that moment.
Yeah. So how can if someone was a cosplayer right now out there, or if I'm just walking around and I start talking to people and I want to get people over to Arizona Cosplay, what's the best way for them do you take on volunteers that don't cosplay, or how can they, what are things that you need at Arizona Cosplay to help you to continue to grow your new group?
Right now, what we're trying to do is obviously we vet everybody, make sure that they gel really well because there's too much drama in the cosplay community in general. We don't want to be part of any of that, and we don't want to have any of that. So I mean, they could get a hold of us on Instagram and express their interest in joining, and we can talk to them and vet the situation and make sure that everything's good there. And then we would obviously accept volunteers for the booth and stuff like that.
Got it.
We do encourage the cosplay side of things, but we're also building a group that has a lot of different skills that can help somebody who may not have those skills. So Danielle's foam work. My 3D
she
printing.
has some crazy foam work too.
My 3D printing. Our friend Cade from the Morphin Grid. She does. She's a seamstress. So she's really good with sewing.
That's awesome.
Mary's good with sewing. So we have a lot of resources that we can pull from to try to help people pull together something if they really wanted to. And we like to encourage the creativity. In fact, Von Doom, she's out there in the lobby right now. She does sculpting, and she's getting involved with us, possibly in cosplay, possibly just as a side consultant.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, and she's a great sculptor.
Yeah. Well, Kyle, thank you so much for the time. We'll definitely have you back on here when we get to some other live events. Give us some last thoughts if you have any, and then where can people find you on social media, and where can people find Arizona Cosplay?
Okay. Last thoughts would just be everyone just be kind to each other. Cosplay's for everybody, every body shape, every person, and just be respectful to each other. Like I said, we have too much negativity. We need some positivity, and that's what I try to do.
That's beautiful.
And as far as where to find me, it's at Ravencraft Cosplay on Instagram, and as far as our group, it's ArizonaCosplay.com or Arizona Cosplay on Instagram.
Cool, fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Kyle. I really appreciate our time together. And again, we'll have you back for more. I'm not sure if you're coming to UU. I think you mentioned.
Yes, I will be at UU.
You'll be at UU.
Oh,
so we'll definitely have them back at UUCon here. I think UU is in October 7th, the weekend of the 17th.
Yeah, I do
18th,
believe it is.
If I'm not mistaken. And Jinx Cosplay is actually responsible for her and Thermo Cosplay, or Thermo AZ. I always call Thermo Cosplay. Thermo AZ and Jinx Cosplay of Costalk Live are actually in charge of the cosplay stuff that's going on, and they have so much stuff in store for UUCon, so make sure that you check that out. Make sure that you check out Ravencraft Cosplay. Make sure that you check out Arizona Cosplay. There's probably a different way to say cause that will make it more, prevalent. But so check those out. And again, we'll be back here shortly with our final rafting drawing and to do some closing remarks here at Tucson Comic Con. And again, you can check all these out if you're watching live at Age of Radio Verse on YouTube and at Geek Collective on YouTube. And again, my name is Jeremy. And as I always say, be thankful, grateful, and kind. And we'll talk with you guys soon. Bye.